Don't touch the comatose man. It's a miracle that he's still standing and your touch might tip him over. You're in a speakeasy known as the Harlem Swinger. This being the time of prohibition, illegal alcoholic drinks are sold here in secret. It's the bartender, a serious drinker. It's best not to disturb him. This comatose man has had too much to drink. It's a miracle that he's still standing. Inexperienced dancers repeatedly practicing the few steps they know. It's Crooner Jensmith, the amazing dancing chanteuse. It's Dr. Jazz, the piano player. This is only a temporary gig for Doc since he normally plays with Jelly Roll Morton and his Red Hot Peppers. They're involved in a deep conversation about President Calvin Coolidge. They're involved in a deep conversation about F. Scott Fitzgerald's novel The Great Gatsby, published in 1925. This man is sleeping peacefully, so it would be a shame to wake him. A nervous man with shifty eyes. The door to the women's lounge.
Oh, don't touch me, Toots.
As you touch that, you feel the broken dreams and the alcoholic haze of thousands of frenzied speakeasy patrons who have come here to drown their sorrows and shore up their illusions that tomorrow will be a better day. They just ignore your rude attempt to interrupt them. The dancers just ignore you. No cutting in here. It would be very rude to interrupt her while she's performing. Don't bother Dr. Jazz while he's performing. Well-timed silence hath more eloquence than speech. Martin Tupper.
Now, you want a drink, miss?
No, thank you, sir. I don't drink.
I'm sorry, miss. I'm too busy to talk right now.
Hiya, dollface. Looking for a good time? It's your loss, Toots. I'll be right here if you change your mind. You haven't seen the Countess come into the speakeasy yet, have you? I've been waiting here for hours.
The Countess?
Yeah, the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton. I'm supposed to meet her here.
Sorry, haven't seen her. But if I do, I'll be sure and let you know.
Thanks, Toots. You have a sexy voice, Toots, but I don't know what you're talking about. The Harlem Swinger's okay, but I seen better, if you know what I mean. I have a cramp in my leg. Could you massage it for me, honey? You won't find Ziggy in here, dollface. This lounge is just for women, if you know what I mean.
What do you know about the Countess?
She's a nice old broad, loaded. She's married to some high-class museum bigwig, but she can't get enough. Know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
You're pulling my leg, right?
No, I'm not pulling anything. I'm not that kind of girl.
Well, you're trying to pull something, sister, and I don't like it. I'm not answering no more questions about the Countess. What are you looking at, kid? Ain't you ever seen a women's lounge before?
The women's lounge. If the water was connected, you could wash your hands here. A handy partition for changing your clothes in privacy. These look almost exactly like toilets. You'd be too embarrassed to use the toilet while someone is watching you. Hold it until the end of the game.
Oh, yes. Touch me again.
It's an old couch. The flapper is watching you. Your heart soars as you see the brilliant sunlight pouring in through the tiny window.
How about a free back rub? Or a neck rub? If you like, I could even do your whole body.
Are you Ziggy?
Who sent ya? Crodfather? He's an old pal of mine. What you wanna know? That's today's password, and it's a great dance.
Do you know anything about Egyptology?
The only Egyptian I know is an accountant named Ramses Najir, something like that. He bugs me sometimes by asking me riddles. I can never figure him out.
What kind of riddles?
Well, today Ramses came in and asked me a two-part riddle. What's the room you leave without entering? And what's the room you enter without leaving? As usual, I told him I didn't give a hoot about his silly questions, so he left. All I know is that the Egyptian pig sticker was heisted from the museum.
Since this year is almost over, how do you feel about 1926?
I think it was a great year. I made a sawbuck on the Gene Tunney and Jack Dempsey fight in Philly. Why are you showing me that? You mean this speakeasy? It's the best in town. And I know because I've been to all of them.
I'm new here. What can you tell me about New York?
It's the place to be. All kinds of people come here, like one big smelting pot. There's even a high-class international con man in town. But I can't tell you who it is because he'd kill me if he found out. I heard somebody heisted that Egyptian pig sticker from the museum. Rumor on the street is that it was an inside job. Them is the docks at the end of 12th Street. Do I look like an encyclopedia? I don't know nothing about that. What makes you think I knows anything about police stations? You think I'm a hood or something? I got friends in high places, so don't mess with me. That's where my pal Crodfather works. Never heard that name before, Toots. That's the guy who found that fancy pig sticker in Egypt. That's the new president of the Dagger Museum. I think he's a cop. Crodfa? He's an old pal of mine. What you want to know? That's the guy who does my laundry.
I want to marry an archaeologist, feather out every store.
It's me. Was you wanting to make something of it?
I'll burrow and dig. Mommy would love him and Daddy
That's the accountant from the museum. Spooky hi-hat kind of guy.